Have you ever noticed how people spend their whole lives chasing wealth, but somehow still feel empty? Or how people who finally make it often admit that they still don't feel fulfilled? Even when they've made the money, the career, the house, the car, that's because most of us were taught to chase one thing, and it wasn't the thing that actually creates happiness. And this is where Steve Bartlett's philosophy hits differently, because he teaches something most of us don't figure out until much later in life, especially us midlifers who are trying to rewrite our story. He teaches this simple truth: wealth without wisdom leaves you lost. Wisdom without well-being leaves you exhausted, and well-being without wealth leaves you stuck. So today I want to break down 3 powerful lessons from Steve Bartlett that every midlifer should hear, especially if you're rebuilding, restarting, or reimagining what your next chapter in life looks like. And I promise you, if you stay until the end, you will walk away with a completely different understanding of success, money, happiness, and what it actually takes to build a life that feels aligned. So let's dive in. Before we jump into Steve's lesson, let's be honest for a second. Most people today are tired. We're overwhelmed by work, we're juggling lots of different responsibilities, we're stressed about retirement, we're carrying worries we don't talk about, we're wondering if it's too late to change anything. And if you're anything like me, at some point you've looked around your life and thought, there has to be more than this. More than working until dark, more than living paycheck to paycheck, more than sacrificing your time, your energy, and your joy, more than hoping your retirement somehow works itself out. And that's exactly why Steve Bartlett's teaching matters so much, because he breaks success down into 3 different parts that affect everything. Number 1, wealth. Number 2, wisdom. And number 3, well-being. And here's the thing most people miss. You don't master these in order. You build them together from wherever you are, from wherever you're starting. So you don't wait until life calms down. You don't wait until retirement. You don't wait until you feel ready. You build as you go. And midlife is the perfect time to do it. So let's walk through these 3 lessons, and I want you to listen to them through a lens of someone who's rewriting their next chapter. Lesson number 1, wealth, leverage, not labor. Steve Bartlett says something so simple, but yet so life-changing. Money follows skills, not time, not age, not luck, skills. Most of us were raised believing the opposite. Work harder, work longer, work more hours, be loyal, climb the ladder, save what you can. And maybe if nothing's going wrong, you're retiring comfortably. But today's world doesn't work like that anymore. Not with inflation, not with rising costs, and not with economy shifting every few years, not with the people living decades into retirement. Working harder doesn't create wealth anymore. Leverage does. Leverage means a skill that you're learning today will pay you for years to come without trading more hours for it. That's why I always say skills pay the bills. Digital skills especially are the most powerful leverage in the world right now. They don't depend on your age, they don't depend on your boss, they don't require physical labor, and they can create income long after you're done. This is why I teach these skills in my Retirement Freedom Seekers community, because they're the new retirement plan one can build on at any age. You're not too late, you're not behind, you absolutely have what it takes. And that brings us to the second lesson, the real multiplier. So lesson 2 is knowing yourself is your superpower. Steve Bartlett says self-awareness is your real superpower. Because here's the truth, you can build wealth. You can't build confidence. You can't build freedom if you're still operating from the old beliefs about who you are. So this is where wisdom steps in. Wisdom is what happens when life has taught you things that a book never could. And we have wisdom and years of it, hard earned, paid with experience. This is your advantage, not your limitation. Because when you reach midlife, something shifts. You stop chasing approval. You stop tolerating nonsense. You stop living for everyone else. You start asking bigger questions. You start recognizing patterns, and you start deciding what truly matters. Wisdom is the multiplier because it helps you make better decisions faster. It helps you walk away from things you once clung on to. It helps you see opportunities where others only see obstacles. It helps you understand yourself so deeply that you finally step into alignment. And this brings us into the third final lesson. Lesson number 3 is well-being. Success without peace isn't success. So Steve Bartlett is incredibly honest about this. Success without well-being isn't success. It's burnout with a nicer car. A lot of people appear successful on paper, but inside they're overwhelmed, exhausted, and disconnected from their own life. They have the job, but no energy. They have the house, but no joy. They have the income, but no freedom. And this is where midlifers face a unique challenge because many of us have spent years taking care of everyone else. Parents, partners, children, grandchildren. We have our responsibilities. And sometimes we forget to take care of us. Steve Bartlett teaches that well-being is not optional. It's foundational. You can't enjoy wealth without health. You can't experience wisdom without clarity. And you can't live fully if your energy is depleted. Well-being has to be part of the plan, not something you hope to figure out in retirement. Because retirement doesn't create well-being. Habits do. Boundaries do. Awareness does, and alignment does. And when you combine wealth with wisdom and well-being, you build a life that you don't need to escape from. Which leads us to the moment that changed everything for me. If there's one thing Steve Bartlett says that I wish every midlifer could hear, this is it. The life you want is built by the skills that you choose to learn, not the circumstances you were handed. That's the moment everything clicks, because your story is not over. Your age is not a limitation. Your past is not a sentence. Your circumstances are not your destination. You can decide today to rewrite the next chapters of your life, not through luck, not through waiting, not through hoping, but through building those skills, gaining clarity, and aligning your life with what matters. That's the heart of Steve's message, and it's the heart of mine. So let's bring it all home and recap these 3 lessons. Lesson number 1, wealth, money follows skills. Leverage is the new freedom. Lesson number 2, wisdom. Self-awareness is your multiplier. Your identity shapes your outcomes. Lesson number 3, well-being. Success without peace isn't success. Prioritize your energy and align. Together, these create foundations for a fulfilled, aligned, confident midlife. And that truly is what I want for you. So before you go, if you're ready to start building real confidence about your financial future and want a simple step-by-step way to build income without overwhelm, then grab my free Freedom Formula blueprint. It's in the description below. It's the exact blueprint I'm using to create my retirement wealth. And it gives you the clarity, structure, and direction most midlifers wish they had years ago. And if you want more videos like this on wealth, wisdom, well-being, and building confidence at midlife, make sure to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming. Your next chapter starts now. I'm right here walking it with you.